opportunity tonight to advance to the sectional final. Now, I think Lady Musketeers are playing some good basketball. They're on a little 3-game win streak over the past week and a half, and finally starting to put some things together, which has been exciting for us. You know, the second half of our schedule is just incredibly difficult. Once we get into conference play, and then you throw in Lanesville in the mix, there's just not too many nights off in the second half of the season. So kind of been an up and down road this since really Christmas break in January. So we're able to come into this three wins in a row, kind of coming into tonight. And again, hopefully tonight to make that 4 and then go for a sectional championship tomorrow. You have to think that Lanesville's going to be the favorite to win tonight against Providence. I imagine it's going to be a good game. Providence is playing pretty well. They're on a little bit of a win streak in the past few weeks as well. I think Lanesville's probably just got too many weapons, but we'll see how this goes. In the area, you got all kinds of action going on in the area. Tonight up in Sectional 63 up at Borden, New Washington is playing Christian Academy. Borden is playing Henryville. I'm really interested to see the outcome of that second game, that Borden-Henryville game. Henryville playing some good basketball here late in the year. Borden, the top 10 team for most of the year. Kind of see how that plays out. Christian Academy playing one of the better teams they've had in several years, going up against New Washington. I imagine the Christian Academy is the favorite there. So it'd be curious to see who comes out of that second game and who's going to play. Borden's playing at home, so they always get a little bit of a little boost playing at home. Every team does. So we'll see kind of how that goes. On to the sectional over South Ripley. Very interested to see the Austin-Brownstown game. That game could be pretty exciting. Austin and Brownstown, both top 10 teams. Both of them in the conference. We've seen both of these teams. We saw Brownstown very early in the year, and we just saw Austin here in January, and it really had a nice game with them. Kind of let it slip away there at the end. Ended up getting in a close game. John Harrell's got this Austin winning that game by 2. In this particular case, I think Brownstown's 8th in 2A, and Austin is 22nd in 2A according to the Sagarin ratings. I think they're both ranked a little bit higher than that in the coaches poll. But again, just a really exciting night up in that sectional. Kind of see how that one plays out. On the other side of that bracket, Southwestern and South Ripley, both of those teams having fantastic years. So again, just a really strong sectional over there at South Ripley. In the Mid-Southern sectional, the sectional 30 up at Scottsburg, North Harrison playing Corden tonight, and then Scottsburg playing Silver Creek. Silver Creek and Corden, both two of the strongest teams in Southern Indiana. I have to imagine both of them are going to be the favorites tonight. Again, just yet another exciting championship there up at Scottsburg. Again, you don't want to put the cart before the horse. I understand that this game's still got to be won, so we're kind of spitfiring here a little bit. But both teams are just playing some really good basketball. In the 4A sectional, just a little north of us up in Seymour, Bedford's playing New Albany tonight, and Seymour's playing Floyd, and this is one of the best Floyd teams I've seen in many years. Again, I have to imagine they're kind of the favorite moving through into this. Hats off to Coach Hickey. He just does a fantastic job, and that those girls can play. I've seen them several times this year. It's going to be a good game for them. So meanwhile, coming back to tonight's game, again, the Clarksville Lady Generals playing against the Eastern Musketeers. This was a win for the Musketeers just a few weeks ago, 55-29. Just some stats for the Generals. They are led by Tiara Lewis, just a sophomore, averaging 11, 12 points a game. Really kind of their leader pretty much everywhere. She's kind of their leader everywhere. She handles the ball. She rebounds the ball. She's in there. She's in their presses, in their traps. She's kind of everywhere for them. And then they got freshman. That's going to be Kendra White. Between her and Shirley kind of clogging up the middle. White's averaging a little more points-wise. I think averaging about 6 points a game. And then you got really the only senior that sees a ton of action in Julia Parisi. She's averaging just over 5 points a game. I know that she can shoot it a little bit. No doubt that we're going to see how much our pressure or how much havoc our pressure can create. Are they going to be able to stand and shoot? So far, our pressure's been really solid. Against Bailey, last few games, been able to cause quite a few turnovers, and that was the story of the game in January. Clarksville just couldn't quite handle the pressure. I'm sure that Coach Drury's going to try to dial that up to the nth degree, just to make sure that we're making everything difficult for them in that game. in that game, they had pretty balanced scoring. Nobody for Clarksville in double figures that particular night, and really able to keep everybody at bay throughout the whole game. And Eastern, again, just with a very balanced attack in that game. That's kind of been our mantra pretty much this whole month, has really just been a balanced attack. You know, we're getting 3-4 girls in double figures most every night, and that's really, I think, when we are our best, just trying to spread the ball, high assist numbers, and we're seeing lots of people get into the action. Also, we've been able to get to the line at a little better clip in these last few games, which I think is pretty key for us going forward in this tournament.
Absolutely, yeah. The funnest teams to coach are the ones where you have multiple kids getting into the scoring column, and it's difficult to predict where your offense is going to come from for the other team. You know, to predict that, take things away, they have to pick their poison. So, you know, that when your team is getting that type of balance, a lot of good things come out of that. And we've been playing pretty well here the last few weeks. Kind of started really with the Lanesville game where we had some, you know, different players kind of hit their stride a little bit, maybe offensively. And I know we didn't win that game, but we had some good balance in that game, and it's kind of carried over into our other games, win or lose.
I definitely agree. That Lanesville game, I think we had 3 quarters of pretty good basketball. We had one kind of let down, and it really slipped it away. You know, Scottsburg kind of the same thing. We had a couple good quarters of good. At Silver Creek, I thought we played really well for 3 quarters. So you know, really since we saw Clarksville last in January, you know, really kind of turned the page a little bit for this team. You know, coming back with these last 3 wins. Again, there's no easy ones in our conference. And throw Lanesville in the mix. That's definitely not going to be an easy second half of the year. But I think we're starting to peak at the right time. You know, I think we just got to take care of business tonight. You know, go ahead, stick with the game plan, put the pressure out front, work that transition. Again, just continue to improve and spread the ball.
But definitely, you want to be playing your best come tournament time. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, is to peak. You know, a lot of success in the tournament obviously is you know, you got to have the players, the horses. You got to get them to come together and playing the right way. The big thing is peaking at the right time.
Correct.
And you know, we definitely are starting to look like what we probably expected all year. We're starting to kind of see that a little bit here in the last few weeks, which is a positive, and hopefully we can carry that into tonight's game and you know, get a win tonight and move on and continue to do so tomorrow.
That's one thing I've talked with my wife about is we've played good basketball in spurts, in quarters, and have we seen our best yet? I don't know that we've seen it yet, you know, and to be thinking, hey, our best is still in front of us. We still, you know, what's going to happen when we finally put all the pieces together? You know, and people might laugh at me and think I'm crazy, but I think we can play with anybody, you know, but it's when we start to put all those pieces together and really just playing with focus, limiting turnovers, you know, focusing on our strengths, taking the shot that we know we can make. You know, we've got the tools and the weapons to make it happen, and you know, I think the sky's the limit if we can reach that area.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you would come into the season, a lot of you know, coaches, you ask them about our roster, and they would say that we probably had maybe the, you know, talent-wise, definitely one of the top rosters in our conference, probably third. You know, you give probably Silver Creek and Corden the most talent overall, but
we are going to cut real quick. Sorry to cut you off for
that's okay.
A couple commercial breaks while they do the national anthem.
Five-time national champions, 22 conference championships,
3 on the way. Yes!
17 Big Ten Players of the Year,
Throws up a shot.
7 Basketball Hall of Famers, and countless memories on the court.
Trace, look it up.
This is Indiana Hoosiers basketball.
At Papa John's, we think about variety a lot, especially when it comes to a range of different flavors you can discover with our $9.99 large one-topping pizza deal. With an undefeated lineup of meat and vegetables to choose from, and 3 different styles of handcrafted dough, you got to ask yourself, what's it going to be today? Pepperoni, grilled chicken, spinach, beans, New York, original crust? We ran the numbers, and toppings made the pizza. Don't sleep on these options when a large one-topping pizza is only $9.99. Better ingredients, better land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property line? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860. Providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting Club free quote today at 812-274-0860.
What a weekend for Purdue basketball. They're the all-time leader in Big Ten titles. And they play right here all year long. You don't want to miss a single game of Boiler ball this season. What a weekend to be a Boilermaker. Because the two Boilermakers play here.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School. This is night 2 of Sectional 46. Lady Musketeers going up against the Clarksville Lady Generals. Starting lineups, starting for the Musketeers, we get Addie Smith, Avery Smith, Emma Broner, Sydney Burton. Sorry, that's not Emma. That's Katie Honor and Bracy Jackson, my fault. Meanwhile, for the Clarksville Lady Generals, looks like number 10, Julia Carissi, number 11, Tiara Lewis, number 21, Kylie Raggard, number 12, it's going to be Aaliyah Watts, and then number 42, Kendra White. So in that first game, we saw more of the Shirley girl inside, so they're going with the white girl, the Kendra White, the freshman, over the junior, so maybe a little bit of a shake-up from, I don't know exactly how their last few games have played, but going maybe with a little bit of signs inside.
Yeah, Kendra White's dad, I actually coached him at Charlestown for a little while. He was a football player, but he and actually our new football coach Jordan Williams played together in the same class on the football team there for Coach Hawkins, and Jordan's his name. He's a good dude, and he's a big strong kid, and she definitely looks like she has a presence that she'll have in the paint herself.
Reaching, controls the tip. Addie Smith out top. Clarksville on a man-to-man. Avery Smith's going to drive. Nice pass there to Sydney Burton. Left hand, no good. Rebound there by Watts.
One of those where Sydney kind of didn't get her chin on the rim, just kind of put it up there a little quick shot.
Chrissy's going to fire for 3, no good. Ball's going to end up being out of bounds. It's going to be Clarksville basketball.
This game, White's she's a big, strong girl, but she doesn't really have the shot blocking presence that, a girl like the Allen girl at Lanesville has. So, Cindy doesn't have to rush that shot. She just gather 1,000, chin on the rim, and stick in that square.
I didn't understand the call. I guess they said Clarksville was out of bounds when he touched it. Avery's on the drive, tries to dump it off the Burton. Ball gets knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Avery got to the volleyball line there and probably should have went in and tried to score that. Sydney was actually flaring out. Avery probably could have went in and scored that basketball.
Inbounds, Avery Smith. Gets it into Burton. Might have got away with double dribble there. Kicks out to Addie Smith. Addie on the drive, gets in the lane, south volleyball line. Goes up. She's going to get fouled.
So Addie's driving it a little bit off those. I'd like to. She needs to be confident. Shoot that little kick. That's a kick out 3 there. It really wasn't a closeout to attack.
A foul on 21, Kylie Raggard.
Able to get the line though. Need to capitalize.
So interesting. Clarksville starting 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and just 1 senior in Carissi. So really, a lot of their playing time is coming from their underclassmen. So Coach Carmichael's got to be happy about the future of Clarksville basketball.
She's I believe she's been working with those kids when they were younger, and they're kind of coming up here to the high school. And like I said, I think this team is much improved. I know their record may not indicate it, but it's a much improved team.
There's Addie Smith with a steal. She's going to go. Malik not able to finish. Connor's going to get the offensive rebound. And she's going to go up. She's going to get that.
And they've got a lot of potential. Obviously playing a lot of younger kids at this stage. So I think they'll continue to get better. to rebuild. You a lot of times you get your younger kids and you start working with them and start bringing them up, and you hope it all comes together for you when they're juniors and seniors.
Honor goes lines. The first one is good. Eastern takes a 2-0 lead. Second one is up and is also good. Again, Eastern in that diamond press. Been wildly effective as of late. Clarksville's Lewis tries to get there. I got that with a double dribble there.
I like how we're pursuing from behind. You know, if we get past the front line of traps, we're not giving up on it. We're trying to get those tailgates or those back tips. We didn't get it there, but
gets it over to Watts. That's going to be a turnover there for Clarksville.
With constant pressure, you know, like the other night in the Paoli game. First quarter was a little, you know, everybody's feeling it out a little bit and getting their nerves out and getting into it. And then by the second quarter, we were rocking and rolling and wore them down, and a lot of good stuff from them.
Eddie Smith off the high ball screen, gets it over to Honor. Honor gets to Avery. Avery hands it off to her sister. Addie's going to get to the rim for an easy two.
There we got. I like that we're getting some sides of the floor. You know, the ball is not stuck on one side of the floor there. We went right, left until we were able to get an opening and get to the rim a little bit.
Avery Smith deflects the ball out of bounds. Still going to be Clarksville basketball. Clarksville gets the ball into White inside. They're going to call her for a travel.
White, you know, physical girl, and she's got some good feet there. She just probably should have hop stopped on that. And she tried to shoot a runner and got kind of hung up and traveled.
And she's got a definite time advantage on Jackson. So you know, there's not as much of a need to try to do that runner. Just be big, strong.
Display, get her on your hip. You know, Jordan was like that. I mean, her dad, he was a big physical kid, but he had good feet and moved well. He was athletic for his size, and I think she definitely is a kid that's got a lot of promise for Coach Carmichael. She'll continue to develop and be tough to deal with in the future.
They're going to call a foul there on Watts. Avery Smith trying to drive the basket, just got a little handsy. Addie gets it into Sydney Burton. Left hand, no good. Rebound, Clarksville.
Sydney might have been able to pivot there and get to her right hand and score it.
Yeah, I think she's better going to the right there instead of going to the left. But Clarksville gets it down to Brizzy. She's trapped there on the block. Kind of a weird place to pick it up, but that's going to be the Ragger there getting trapped. That's going to be a steal there by Sydney Burton. Trying to run the break here, going the other way.
Hang on to it there.
Yeah.
Lost the handle.
Addie Smith on the drive. Kicks it out to Honor. Honor back to Addie Smith for three. No good. Rebound Clarksville. 5-0 lead with 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Clarksville looking to push a little bit. Gets it up to Brizzy. Gets it into Lewis. Over to Ragger. Ragger fires for three and good. I wasn't quite expecting Clarksville to play with Dimple, but they were looking to run, looking to go.
I think this is a much more athletic version of Clarksville than I recall them last year. I mean, they got some kids here, and they're like I said, they're young and they'll.
Nice set screen there. That's going to be Avery finds that or Sydney Burton on the little screen. Gets her to go into the basket. Nice easy look.
We're in a diamond here, but Sydney came out.
It looks like we kind of lost our secondary. That's going to be Sydney Burton with the steal. And she's going to turn it over.
Just got in a hurry. Just pivot out of pressure right there.
And just pick it up. If you don't have the fast break, that's fine. Just pick it up. Clarksville moves the ball, gets over to Raggard, sorry. They get it into White. Looks like it got deflected by Connor, but that's going to be Gracie Jackson with the steal.
White tried to force that a little bit. You know, she had 3 people on her.
She had 3 on her, yeah.
Probably should have gave that off.
Addie Smith off the handoff, finds Connor for 3. No good. Rebound Avery Smith.
I like that. We got some penetration. They're really clogging the paint up. So, you know, when Addie and Avery are getting in there off the dribble, there's multiple defenders all around them. It's going to be tough to score at the rim because of that. But we get those kick-out threes, and Katie shot it well all year. That ball was down and out, and it looked good. I'll take that kick out 3 to Katie wide open every day, all day.
Hey, Clarksville's going to call full timeout. We're going to cut this good commercial. We'll be right back. This is Lady Musketeer Basketball on WSLN.
Drew and Johnson Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated at 812-277-1400 today.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School. Lady Musketeers up 7-3 over the Clarksville Lady Generals. Not exactly maybe the pace that I was expecting in this first half of the game, but I think, like you said last night, Tuesday night, just kind of feeling it out a little bit. Still kind of imagine Eastern's going to kind of dial up the pace.
Yeah, I think we continue to put pressure on them. The goal is to get lots of deflections, and then eventually those deflections turn into steals, and then those steals turn into easy buckets at the rim on turnovers. So, it's just the law of numbers there, and for only 4 minutes, 15 seconds there, I think we've already got several steals. We just haven't been able to convert them yet.
Yeah, they haven't led to easy buckets.
But over time, they will.
They will, yeah.
We just got to keep with the pace, and Clarksville, I don't think, goes real deep. I think they're probably.
I think in that game in January they only played 7. Really, only 7 girls played.
So I mean, they've already got
maybe 8 right there at the end of the game, but
and they've already got 4 fouls on them. So I mean, our tempo and our aggressiveness is causing some foul issues right off the bat, or will lead to foul issues too. So we just stick to the plan, I think, and we're going to be okay as long as we.
Well, Eastern
don't lose our edge.
Going to a kind of a 2-3 half-court trap. Kind of get trapped anywhere they can up top.
We went with a little smaller, quicker lineup out there with both Bailey's, Addie, Avery, and Sydney, and so a little different look, and trying to swarm them a little bit out of that 2-3. It's not a bad idea.
Lewis trying to split the trap, ends up on the ground, and then throws it away. It's going to be over a back violation. Eastern basketball. Addie Smith on the drive, gets all the way to the rim. No good. Rebound Clarksville. Can't get the handle on it. And she's got to tip it out of bounds.
He lost the handle a little bit there. Wasn't able to get a good grip on it and get it in the square.
I think I didn't say Robinson Trainer checked in for the Lady Musketeers. I think you mentioned them on that play. Inbound to Avery Smith. She's going to go right to the rim. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. No good. Rebound Clarksville. And she's just got to get that off the square. Good deflection there by Addie Smith. Clarksville able to come away with it.
Another deflection.
Gets another deflection. They just kind of come out of nowhere, get their hands on stuff, so they read those passing lanes so well.
Keep getting deflections, and eventually they turn into offense for us.
That's going to be Lewis getting trapped out top. That's going to be Addie Smith with the steal. She's going to find Robbins. No good. There's the rim. It's going to be a jump ball. And we seemed a little scattered inside. We probably had 6 or 7 inside where we're just not getting off the square. Whether that was Burton or Avery or there with Bailey, just get it off the square and let the square do the job.
Yeah, we're kind of quick shotting it a little bit, and I don't know if we're anticipating contact or what. But
there'll be another deflection out of bounds for Avery.
Gather and just shoot it like you're the only person in the gym. Don't worry about it. Just go up and make the shot, and if you get the foul, you get the foul.
2.5 minutes to play. Eastern with a 6-point advantage, 9-3. Staying kind of in that 2-3. A lot of contact there.
The Clarksville player didn't really have a handle on the ball,
right?
And so I think that's why it was a no call. It was kind of up for grabs.
Ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Eastern basketball.
They just let it go.
I think Clarksville, that's going to be Shirley checking in for Clarksville. It's going to be a turnover there for Bailey Robbins. Trying to get over.
Yeah, Bailey made a blind pass there. She didn't really. She was late because she got spun around, and Avery was already past really the point of making that pass, and wasn't
in my mind, she's got the defender in front of her, and she's trying to pass to the left behind the guy.
Yeah,
the girl.
already gone.
And really, it's either going to have to be to the right in front of her, or just either drive right behind her or something. But you know, just you have an incredibly small window there.
Exactly. Yeah, Avery was already gone.
Clarksville inbounds. It's going to be Watts able to kind of break through there when she's going to go to the line for two.
And
that foul's going to be on number 12, Sydney Burton.
Yeah.
We got a good trap there up on Lewis, and just a step late. I think they kind of gambled for that steal, and Lewis was able to get to the rim. Sydney's just a little bit late there. Going to draw the foul.
Yeah. Both of our last two fouls have been kind of as a result of being late to the spot.
Right.
And then ending up with a body foul where we kind of hip check people.
Jackson and Connor are going to check back in, give Burton and Avery Smith a little breather. Lewis going to line, that's going to be Watts, going to line for her second free throw, no good. That's going to be an offensive rebound there for White.
Yeah, that can happen. You got your position, rebounding wise, we should box out and handle that. That's going to...
They get the ball into White, over to Nash, no good. That's going to be Watts right there, the 12.
Those type of mistakes come back and haunt you.
You get two offensive rebounds on that play, so they got to go 1 for 3 on that play. You know, it makes it pretty easy.
That was all. Yeah, that was. And the first one was off a free throw where you already had position. It's just not checking out basically.
Eastern gets the ball over to Robbins on the wing. Robbins gets into the lane. Nice move. Goes up to the right. No good. Here comes Clarksville.
Little off balance. Didn't quite get into the seam there enough to make that play.
Lewis is a tough jumper down that left side. Coach Drury says I need a quick timeout. Eastern with a 9-7 advantage with a minute 19 to play here in this first quarter. Again, getting just a little sloppy here at the end. On the offensive end, just being a little careless. And even though just a couple turnovers, had several just weak, inefficient shots. I don't know how to say that delicately, which sometimes is just as bad as a turnover.
Yeah. Clarksville's doing a good job of staying in front of us and clogging up the paint. And we don't have to score on the very first attack off the dribble or the very first pass. Like the couple times we've been able to get in there, we've had multiple sides of the floor, and we've been patient, and then they've eventually broke down, and we've been able to go score it. But these last few possessions, we've just been super impatient and taking tough shots. And
I will give some credit. The white girl, she's already got 5 or 6 rebounds. We're going to have to continue to challenge her, even though she's got some size on us. We're going to have to continue to challenge her.
Keep her off the...
Robbins gets the ball in the wing, got to Jackson. Jackson's going to fire for 3, and good.
So that's a big shot. Get a 3 out of Gracie there. We'll take that.
Eastern in that diamond. Clarksville able to break it. Gets up to Prissy. Prissy for 3. No good. Rebounds Bailey Robbins. Robbins looking to run.
It's a good find there by
Bailey Trainer. That's good. Trainer's going to finish with the hand one. Nice play there by Bailey Trainer.
Good job.
Good find there all the way around.
Bailey Robbins threw it out in front of Trainer, and the girl that was pursuing Trainer had no idea where the basketball was. Literally went right by her ear. Bailey Trainer came up with it and was able to finish through contact and get a potential and one. That was nice.
That's going to be Prissy with her second foul. So both Prissy and Ragger, 2 starters, both with 2 fouls here in this first quarter. Robbins able to, not Robbins, Trainer, I'm so sorry. Not able to complete that 3-point play. Rebound Clarksville.
Got a good trap spot right
good
there.
Good spot to trap. Gets it to Lewis. They get it into White. White kind of flings it.
Good wall up by Gracie. She held her ground, and White again. Probably at some point when she figures out how to play off 2 feet, that might be a little different situation. But she went off 1 foot, kind of out of bounds, off balance, and hit the side of the backboard.
Robbins on the drive. Gets it out to Honor. Honor's going to fire for 3, and good. Eastern in a 2-2-1 right now. A little different look. I know they tried that the other night. Kind of ran away from it. They're going to get Lewis for a carry there. I think she was looking for somebody to be open, and just there was absolutely nobody open. So good coverage there by Musketeers, forcing another turnover.
Yeah, if you can get them down the sideline with the 2-2-1, What you cannot let it do is get in the middle. Once it's in the middle, it's, you're dead. You're just basically playing conversion defense, and you're trying to stop the ball and come from behind.
Addie Smith going to get it to Hunter in the corner. No good. Offensive rebound there for Gracie Jackson. Finds Robbins outside. No good for three. Rebound Clarksville. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Lady Musketeers on top, 17-7. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Second quarter of this basketball game. Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLN.
Do you wonder what it would be like to live without hip or knee pain? Joint replacement at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine makes it easier than you think. Schneck is proud to be one of the first in the region to offer Mako robotic arm-assisted joint replacement surgery. This latest advancement transforms the way joint replacements are performed. Mako allows your surgeon to provide you with a personalized surgical experience based on your specific diagnosis and anatomy. This means less soft tissue damage and greater bone preservation, less blood loss, less pain, fewer days in the hospital, and faster recovery. Taking a walk, riding a bike, and playing with your grandchildren. These are just a few of the simple joys in life. But for those with bone and joint pain, these simple joys are often too painful or unbearable to truly enjoy. With Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery at Schneck, you can get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at SchneckOrtho.com.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School. This is Sectional 46. This is the third game of the Sectional. Lady Musketeers on top, 17-7 against the Clarksville Lady Generals. We're going to start the second quarter. It will be Eastern basketball. Again, Eastern playing with up 17-7, playing just a little bit faster than the pace that we score. We average about 50 points a game. So right now, kind of playing above that pace. And again, I think that's where we want to be. We want to be in the 50s and 60s. Maybe pushing the mid-60s. That's going to be a pace that we're going to be pretty effective.
Definitely, and we want to continue to do that.
Addie Smith's going to go all the way to the rim. A lot of contact, no good. Rebound Clarksville. It's going to be Nash on the rebound.
Tough one there, not to get the finish. It was down and out, but it really gets the call too.
Lewis able to drive all the way around. That's going to be Nash who checked in for the Generals with everybody with foul trouble there. Burton's going to check in for Gracie Jackson. Again, Nash, just number 14, just another freshman coming in. Kristen Rager within a little bit of foul trouble. So, again, we said it before, Coach Carmichael's got to be happy with, she's got some weapons and she's getting some experience with these younger girls.
Yeah, again, I see a lot of athleticism, improved athleticism. Kids, they have a good feel for what they're doing out there. Much improved.
Burton on the drive. They're going to get 14. They're going to get Nash there for a foul. Burton's going to go to the line for two. Makes a nice drive. Goes with a lot of contact. It was either going to be a foul or a jump ball. One of those two. They've got a much better look at it than what we do.
Yeah.
Burton's first free throw is good. Avery Smith going to check in for Addie Smith. We can talk later at halftime, but I was trying to add up Addie's points over the course of the year. My wife's like, I think she's closer. I've got her about 960 right now, or 958 is what I had for my adding up. You guys, have you tracked that at all or not?
No,
or you don't care?
I don't know. I know that she's getting there, but not sure exactly where she's at.
It's going to be a nice drive there by Nash. Able to get to the rim, gets her own rebound, and puts it in. Again, I think 3 of their baskets have come just on offensive glass. Yeah, I think 3 out of their 4 baskets have come just from getting offensive putbacks.
Yeah, we got to do better with that. That's an area that, in order to advance in a tournament, you cannot give people second and third.
And Burton on the drives.
Because as we get into, you advance in the tournament, every step of the way gets harder.
Right.
And everybody will make you pay for second and third and fourth chances on a very consistent basis. So that's an area we need to be a little better at.
On the inbound, Burton's going to get an easy layup, and she's going to get fouled.
Those rebound offensive, giving up those boards and those 50-50 balls. Those a lot of times as you get into this dogfight, those are the difference. Those extra possessions are the difference in the game.
Yeah.
And so we've got to have those.
But you look back. You mentioned that Lanesville game earlier in the year. How many stretch. You got to make sure that happens. Good breaking of the press there, gets the ball all the way down to White, not able to finish inside.
Now White there went off 2 feet though, and once she learned to kind of slow down, that's going to be hard to stop because she's strong. Avery needed to do a gap dribble right there. She kind of tried to cross over and got crossed up, traveled. If she bounces into that seam, she's probably able to make the pass she tried to make.
For me, I thought it got deflected, but if that wasn't the case, it's the travel. But I thought it got tipped. So
sure.
Good deflection there by Bailey Trainer. That's going to be Avery Smith on the steal. Who was that? Was that Bailey?
It was Bailey off
Bailey
the
Robbins.
Yeah.
For 3. Eastern extends the 13-point lead. That's going to be Trainer for the steal. She finds Robbins for an easy layup. Again, Eastern staying in that 2-2-1. Able to do some damage, getting pieces of everything. Again, kind of the key is getting those deflections, creating an opportunity for a teammate. Lewis making a nice move down the sideline.
Strong finish right there on the left side.
Over contact with that left hand over Burton.
Yeah, that was a nice take.
27-11, 5:40 to play here in this first half. Avery Smith out top finds Trainer for 3. No good.
We're in that little flare. A lot of people call that a Vanderbilt set, the Vandy set.
Right.
Ran that there for Bailey. It was a good look for her. I don't know if we call it that, but I know that that's kind of traditionally, I think that's where it came from.
Lewis able to kind of break through the press. Gets Chrissy for 3 in the corner. No good. Great block out there by Avery Smith. Bailey Trainer's going to get the rebound. She's going to go the other way. She's going to try to finish. A lot of contact, but
you're starting to see Clarksville's kids wear down. Now, this is the second quarter where we make us really, we've got our depth. We've got, this is where we make a really strong move, try to really take control of this game.
It's going to be a turnover there for Eastern.
Needed a bounce pass there. Needed a bounce pass and then 2 points.
Clarksville out top to Raggard, over to Prissy. Eastern in a 3-2 zone, looks like. Looks like they're going to get on her there for a blocking foul. Just going to be her first. Addie Smith's going to check back in.
Got some good minutes out of Bailey there.
Yep.
Did some good things on defense, and then stepped up and knocked that 3 down in transition. Again, she's open and in rhythm.
Oh, let's throw her back.
Those are the type of shots we want to take. But, those wide open threes, we got plenty of weapons, and when we get great shots, everybody's capable of making them.
Lewis kind of thought she got bumped, but she got trapped, and it's just the worst place to pick up the ball. She tried to dribble through it, ends up stepping over and back. It's going to be another turnover. That's one of those. The pressure almost forces the turnover, but she's got to make a better decision there. Trainer pulls up, little 15-footer, no good.
Yeah,
rebound Clarksville.
Pull up, we can get that shot probably anytime we want. It wasn't super clean.
Brisson gets it out to Lewis.
Going back to talking about how we want to try to get
over to Raggard. Nice block there by Avery Smith. Shirley's going to check in. You definitely start to see some heavy breathing for some of these Clarksville girls. Clarksville gets it into Gabbard. Finds Lewis. All the way around the horn, finds Chrissy for 3.
Nice ball movement by Clarksville there. They really whipped it around the perimeter and got a good look. That's good execution of their out-of-bounds play.
Addie Smith on the drive. Over to Burt.
They're really clogging the paint up.
Finds Avery Smith, going to get all the way to the rim. No good.
Needed to go up 2 feet. I can't stress that enough how big that is. Just being on balance.
Christie gets it out to Lewis. Lewis is going to be a steal there by Addie Smith. Addie's going to go all the way to the rim. He's going to hit pretty hard.
Yeah, that was a New York Knicks foul there back in the 90s or early 2000s. Lewis was not letting her get it on the square. She was going to make her go earn it.
Again, nothing malicious, just a hard foul.
She went after the ball.
Yep.
Like I said, that's what they call them back in the day. Like, do not let them get it on the square. And I was coaching, I would tell him, don't let them get it on the square. have the ball, and Addie could not get on the square, and Addie missed her first free throw, so that's a win for Clarksville.
Burton and Braun are going to check in for the Musketeers. Addie Smith's first free throw is no good. Eastern with a 27-14 advantage. Her second one is up and good. Oh, there's going to be a steal there by Avery Smith. Avery finds Sydney Burton. Cross court to Addie Smith. Addie's going to get to the lane, get all the way to the rim. Nice finish there by Addie Smith.
A lot of contact again, but it came off a quick reversal.
There's going to be a steal by Sydney Burton.
We'll get those quick
Connor able to finish.
We get those quick reversals, and there will be seams to attack.
Eastern going back to their diamond press. Again, Clarksville gets up to Prissy, out to Lewis. It's like Eastern kind of in a 3-2 or 1-2-2 half court.
Yeah.
There's another deflection out of bounds. Oh, it's going to be a steal there by Avery Smith, kind of set up by Addie. To find Addie Smith on the wing going the other way. Avery Smith's going to drive, finds Burton. Burton's going to pull up a little runner in the lane, and good.
We only got a couple reversals. Good things happen all along.
That's going to be a timeout.
Clarksville girls are kind of hitting the wall here at the end of the quarter, which is what we talked about.
Again, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break. Lady Musketeers up 34-14. Just over a couple minutes to play here in the first half. This is Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana, for the John Jones Auto Minute. Hello and welcome to John Jones Auto Group, where we're ringing in the new year. Here at John Jones Auto Group, we're ready to help you achieve your New Year's resolution. New year, new you, new car. Tired of the troubles your old ride was giving you last year? Well, that was in the past. Make it a point to upgrade your vehicle and ride into the new year with something safe and dependable. We have one of the largest inventories in southern Indiana and several locations for you to shop from. Or you can see all of our vehicles online at johnjonsautogroup.com. Or give us a call today at 877-473-5546. Stop by and see us today in Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corydon. And remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School. Lady Musketeers taking a commanding lead, up by 20, 34-14. You kind of knew it was a matter, even a little bit of that sluggish start in that first quarter, really able to take advantage and turn, as we've said, turn those turnovers into points. We had several turnovers in that first quarter, just not necessarily able to turn them into points. And here Robbins had a quick 5 points, and there Burton had a point. And we've been able to get 10 points in just a minute or so.
Yeah, and that's the idea.
They're going to get a travel there on it's going to be White on the other end.
You continue to just get that pressure at them, continue to focus on deflections, and eventually they turn into some opportunities, and we can convert them, and that's how you can have little spurts like that.
Addie Smith drives, gets it out to Honor. Honor for three, and good. Eastern in there, diamond press, gets to Lewis, gets it up to White. It's going to be a deflection and a steal there by Addie Smith. Honor going the other way, finds Burton. A lot of contact. Good block out there by Prissy.
It kind of faded from that contact instead of going through it. I think that kind of put a little spin on that ball.
Clarksville gets it over to Raggard. Raggard finds Prissy. Prissy off the side of the backboard, no good. Bronner with the rebound. Going the other way. Honor finds Addie Smith. Addie for three. They're going to get her for a travel.
Yeah, she may have caught it and then kind of hopped into it. She missed the shot anyway. Move on to the next play.
That's one of those that you're getting really tight there.
Yeah, I mean, you see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is more of a curl cut.
Yeah.
Something you might see out of like the Princeton maybe, or
Burton able to connect on both of her free throws.
but either way, it's been effective.
8 seconds left to play. It's going to be a steal there by Bailey Robbins. Finds Addie Smith for three. No good. Rebound Bronner. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Lady Musketeers on top, 43-16. We're going to cut for a couple commercials. We'll be back with our thoughts on the first half.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elvers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
If you're looking for a church in the area, try Turning Point Church at 899 West McLean Avenue in Scottsburg. Come see Pastor John Jackson and the congregation at Turning Point, a place of second chances and new beginnings. Regular services are on Sundays at 10 a.m., Tuesday prayer time at 7 p.m., and Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Check them out on Facebook, YouTube, or online at turningpointchurchscottsburg.com for upcoming events, class times, and more. You can also catch Pastor John on WSLM 97.9 FM and WSLM 1220 AM each Sunday morning at 8:15 a.m. Also, Turning Point will be having a food giveaway for the community on February 10th and 24th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. or until the food runs out.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School Sectional 46 action. It's been all Lady Musketeers in this first half, up on top 43-16. And I don't know that we've had a half where we put up 43 points yet this year. If so, I don't know that we've been. I don't think we've done it.
Probably not.
So maybe one of our better halves of the year.
Yeah,
really showing there right now.
We're getting some. The girls are playing pretty loose. They seem to be enjoying themselves out there a little bit. You got. You're getting offense from lots of different places. I mean, I would say we probably had 7 people scoring that, maybe 8 scoring that particular half.
Everybody that played scored in that first half.
So I mean, you're getting a little offense from everybody. You're not relying on 2 or 3 people to do the bulk of the scoring. We're getting some. The one thing I'd like to see us do a little better, and I know it's hard to sit here and say we scored 43 points and a half, and should you be complaining a little bit, but I just would like to see us dominate the boards. I feel like we have enough. We don't have like the big girl like Allen, but what we have is we have several girls that are 5'7" to 5'10" or 11 and athletic, and we can gang rebound. We can as a team, as a unit, dominate the board. And we've had moments where we've done that, but there's been a few times here and there where Clarksville's got, I think they've got 6 or 8 second chance points, where we just kind of sit and watch and let them outwork us for boards. And when you get against higher level competition, those second, that can come back. You're in a dogfight, that can come back and haunt you. So we need. I'd really like to see us step that up and just dominate dominate the class as a team.
Yeah. And for Clarksville, Brissy had 3, Lewis had 4, Watts with 2, Nash with 2, Raggard with 3, and White with 2. And so really just getting 7 buckets. And I could be wrong, but I think at least 4 of them were off offensive rebounds, second, third chances. Again, something that you want to take pride in, that the defensive glass is ours, the offensive glass is icing on the cake.
Absolutely, and that's something we can do.
Yeah.
Like, we have people who are capable of doing it. I think sometimes we get caught watching 1 or 2 people do
Work after you.
the bulk of the rebounding, but we've got multiple people who are long, athletic kids who, like, if we just work at it, like, we should dominate the boards. And, like, going into, advancing in the tournament, that's going to have to happen. Like, we're going to have to limit people's second and third, fourth chances.
But with both White and Shirley with clear size advantages on pretty much any of our girls, a one-on-one rebound is going to be tough. They're both big, they're both strong. They've got size, so that one-on-one rebound is not what we're looking for. We got that 3-on-1 rebound where she takes care of one, but then we've got 2 other girls, getting that piece of there.
Absolutely.
They've got a couple guards that are a little feisty there on the glass, but they're not blocked out with 5. They're blocking out with 3. So if that's the case, recognize, if your responsibility is not to get back, I don't know how in your system, I don't know how that works. If your responsibility is not to get back, then man, you're going to the glass.
Absolutely.
You can't watch, you can't wait. Go get it.
And pursue it. Some of that is reading the rebound. Like, again, I think we've talked a lot about. I'm a big believer in that the stat where, I don't know who did this study, but they did years of studying these games, and probably through Huddle and just the technology. Probably AI did all this, but they determined that like 70% of rebounds go to the weak side. So, especially when we're in our zones, like, anticipate that and know that, and we need to get 2 or 3 people, get a gang of people over on that side to help take on, maybe a bigger kid like the White kid down there. Somebody takes White out, and somebody else gets that rebound.
100%. Again, so what I got from the first half, I had a trainer. We had I got 14 steals for us in that first half, and then another 8 turnovers, so forcing almost 20 turnovers in that first half. Really in that second quarter, being able to turn a whole bunch of those into quick easy points. You got that. So definitely the biggest difference in the game for us is just kind of turning up that heat in that second quarter.
Absolutely. That makes up for, some of those second chances, because we're giving ourselves extra possessions off our defense. That's something. Those are 2 things that we can do and do well, I think. They make up for when you don't make shots. They make up for, if the other team has something that you don't have, we can do that. We can defend in this full court pressure. We can get deflections. We're doing really well with that. If we can figure out how to dominate the boards as a gang, as a team like that, I think that's the final piece to this deal. Besides just obviously continuing to be up, run some patient offense and make sure we're getting great shots every time down.
Right. Well, again, tonight's action, the winner will go up against the second game. Second game tonight will be Providence against Lanesville. Again, I know it's not a foregone conclusion. I know Providence is playing better basketball, and they're going to come in ready to fight. Lanesville, just with a ton of weapons, I have to imagine is the favorite. Eastern looks like it's well on its way to advancing to the sectional championship. So, again, I think now at this point is what can we continue to work on in the second half, thinking toward tomorrow, not trying to get ahead of ourselves, but thinking toward tomorrow. And I think some of the keys you already pointed out are right on the money. We've got to be able to rebound against that next level team. There's a reason that Lanesville is who they are. There's a reason that they are one of the top teams in the state. So we've got to be ready for that. And one of those things is going to be on the glass. I think currently Lanesville is number 9 in the state. There's a reason they're number 9. There's a reason they've got 18 wins. There's a reason that these seniors for them have won 18, 19, 20 games every year for the last 4 years. Because they do those small things.
Yeah, they're not just. I mean, they have some tremendous talent in those 3 seniors. Those 3 seniors are really good basketball, like great basketball players. But they also do the hard stuff.
Right.
They dominate the boards. They fight for 50-50 balls. They're kids that aren't those 3, but are like they're role players. They'll stick their nose in there, and that is typically where they separate themselves, is by maximizing those possessions or getting extra possessions off of 50-50s and rebounds, and of course Crozier at the top creates a lot off of her defense. She gets a lot of deflections. That's something that we got a lot of people to do. So I mean, if we can close the gap on the boards and do and the only way we're going to do it is as a team, as a gang.
Right.
If we can do that, then we can close the gap a little bit on that game we played them before, and give ourselves an opportunity, and that's really what you ask for. You want to have an opportunity, and I think we put ourselves in a position that we can do that. I think we can get there.
Meanwhile, we got some just other programming on WSLM tomorrow night. Or tomorrow, Indiana Outdoors will be on at 5 a.m. Michigan at IU will be on at 1 o'clock as the tip-off. The pregame will be on noon on WSLM on 97.9. The Pacers and the Lakers will tip off at 4 o'clock at 3:30. That pregame will also be on 97.9. We will be broadcasting the sectional final tomorrow night. That'll come on about 7:15 or so. I think it's 7:30 tomorrow night, correct?
7:30, yeah.
7:30 tomorrow night. And then tomorrow night, Indiana Sports Talk, 9:30 to midnight on 97.9. WSLM will also be bringing you the Super Bowl on Sunday. I know everybody's excited about that. Sean, quickly, who's your pick for the Super Bowl?
Oh, man. It's kind of like what I've been talking about with Lanesville. To be the man, you got to be the man. The Ric Flair slogan. I think the Eagles, they've got a really good team, and their quarterback and running back Barkley, I mean, he's a stud. I mean, they're going to give Kansas City everything they want, but you still got to beat Kansas City, and you got to beat Patrick Mahomes and those guys. And until somebody beats them, you got to probably give them the edge because they've been there and they're the man.
I'm kind of with you. I think the Eagles have a slightly better team, but I think there's just too much. Again, I think you got to beat them. So
that experience factor,
We're going to start the second half. Clarksville going back with their starters. Gets to Chrissy for three on the wing. Wow.
Man, that probably was a foul.
Addie Smith gets a rebound and gets taken to the floor.
Probably a foul. But you get in these games here where they're kind of a blowout, and I'm not saying the refs aren't going to call things, but they definitely go into game management mode, which is probably another reason having that running clock is such a good thing.
Clarksville coming out in a 2-3 zone. Each able to get the ball into Burton. Burton's able to finish at the rim.
Yeah, Sydney was able to get to her right hand, and when she's able to get to her right hand free like that, you feel pretty good about it.
Eastern staying in that diamond press.
And we did not cut
all the way to the rim. She's going to get undercut there by, I guess that's by Burton.
So we let Lewis down the sideline, and we did not cut her off, and just kind of ran next to her, and she, left hand wise, is pretty strong. And she was able to get into the rim there and draw contact. What grade is she again?
Lewis is just a sophomore, I think.
Yeah, I mean she's got a chance to be a pretty good player. She's got to be strong. She's definitely strong to her left. And she can maybe add a little bit to the other side of the floor and improve her perimeter shooting. I mean she's got some potential.
But she definitely goes to finish. She's not going to avoid contact. She's not afraid of contact. She's going to go after it. Addie Smith gets rebound, gets the other way. Avery Smith at the rim, no good. Rebound Clarksville. Clarksville going the other way. They're going to get the travel right there. Yeah, Ragger just got a little bit antsy right there. Again, it's one of those just kind of settle down, run your offense.
Yeah, we're just getting in a hurry.
You don't want to take fast breaks, but
yeah, we don't have to go hit home runs. Like, let's get something good every time down the floor. Good pass there.
Bird not able to finish.
And she faded. She needed, she had her right hand free, but she faded.
Lewis going the other way.
There's Lewis. I mean, she's going to go hard through the rim. That definitely.
That is. Sydney Burton has gone down. That foul is going to be on Sydney Burton, but I don't know what she hit. I don't know if that was an ankle or
not
what.
Sure either. So that's not good.
They're going to send both teams to the bench. Trainer from Clarksville is out, or I guess from Crawford County is out there taking a look at her. He is able to get up, but not really wanting to put any pressure on that ankle.
It's Sydney's bad ankle. right ankle she's had issues with all year. And she definitely put some pressure on it now. So I think sometimes you got to take a deep breath and kind of get over the shock factor of it. But
a lot of those injuries are as scary as they are painful.
Yes.
You feel your ankle give a funky way, or you feel like it does something it's not supposed to, and then you jump to that worst case scenario in your mind.
Yes. Lewis, I mean, she's going hard to the rim. A game like this, Sydney was trying to maybe take a charge there, but I mean, you're up 30. Sometimes it's one of those things where you may not. You've got to think about down the road, and you may not want to put yourself in that spot. I couldn't tell if she tried to take a charge or she tried to block her.
In my mind, it's kind of the same place. She's just a step late to the play, and she's kind of there, but she's a step late, so she's moving to her right, and Lewis is coming full speed.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis is she's down, she's trained. She's coming hard.
And Lewis hits one of her free throws. Each go the other way, finds Honor in the corner for three, no good. Nice offensive rebound there by Bracy Jackson. Give us another chance. Robbins on the drive. Out to Addie Smith. Over to Honor. Again, I like to see work the ball inside.
Yeah, our passes are a little sloppy right here.
Addie Smith for three. No good.
We need to be
rebound there by Robbins. No good.
Need to be a little sharper with our passes. They're a little soft.
Lewis is I believe that's going to be Addie Smith with the steal.
Pick it up first. Got to pick it up.
Addie gets across court to Honor. Finds back to Addie. Finds Robbins. Robbins going to fire for three. And good. Eastern staying in that diamond press to get the ball up to White. White's going to try to attack. She's going to go up against Jackson. And she's going to finish. Nice finish there.
Strong finish. Kind of went off 2 feet there like we talked about. I think once she figures that out, she's going to be a load.
I think Jackson had good position there. There's a lot of contact with no call, but White's able to finish through that contact. Lazy pass there by Bailey
Right
Robb.
now we're telegraphing, and we're just kind of lazy with our passes, and we need to lock it in a little bit. We kind of have a little letdown here.
That's Watts going to fire from the baseline, no good. Rebound out to Avery Smith. Goes the other way again. I think just run your offense. I guess Honor's open for three, and that's good.
Yeah, Katie's open. Got her feet set. I feel real good about it.
Eastern extends 51-19, up by 32. And three more, and we would have a running clock. Lewis fires from the free throw line, no good. Avery finds Addie Smith. Addie's going to go lay it in. And Clarksville kind of just let her have that one. She was kind of there. I don't know if it's fatigue or frustration, but they
sure.
I was kind of let her go.
I thought Lewis might go put it on her.
See you later by Bailey Robbins. She's going to find Honor for an easy two.
Yes, Clarksville may just be kind of hitting her wall.
Where I'd like to see fullback. Well, there's really no reason for this. There's going to be a deal there with Jackson.
We've got control of the game, and what happens is, people start getting frustrated and things start happening. So
Robbins going to fire for three, no good. Rebound Clarksville. Gets it out to Lewis.
Maybe come back and sit in a 2-3.
Well, this is one of those things where I think another offensive rebound there for Clarksville.
Yeah.
That's where Lewis, about 17 foot, it's going to be rebound Robbins. Robbins looking to push, finds Addie Smith for an easy two on the other end.
That was a good find by Bailey.
You can see Clarksville just kind of give it up a little bit.
I think it's
going to be a tip there by Robbins.
I think it's one of those deals where coach is going to the bench here. It's a good move.
Eastern's going to check in several. It's going to be Bailey's trainer, Emma Bronner, and Ashton Johannes are going to check in for the Musketeers.
Probably wouldn't hurt, like we talked about it. We're in a running clock situation now. Just hunkering down, backing off.
3 minutes to play here in this third quarter. That's going to be Shirley from the free throw line. She's going to put it in.
Now, not back off and just let them shoot it. I'm not saying that, but just back into like a 2-3 zone, not back off the full court press there.
Clarksville staying in their 2-3 zone. Robbins, you just make a two-hand pass, and none of those jump one-hand stuff. Robbins on the drive.
They're really reading her eyes, too. Like, she's kind of telegraphing a little bit right now.
Honor for three, no good. Going to be Ragger going the other way, finds Carissy. Eastern pulls back in that 2-3 zone. Ragger gets out to Nash. Nash trying to get the ball into White. White, little back tip there by Bailey Robbins. Ball out of bounds. Good hustle there by Bailey.
Yeah, White getting in there, getting big in the middle, and I mean she's done a good job of getting herself positioned down there and using her body to seal. And
she's only listed at 5'9", and I don't believe it. She's right there with them. She's probably 5'11", 6 foot, but
she's got a chance to be a good player.
Brissy pulls up for about 15 and good.
If she's only a freshman, right? She's only a freshman?
Yeah, White's just a freshman, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a chance.
Robbins on the drive, finds Connor. Out to Trainer.
Be hard to deal with over time.
And Coach Drew's going to call a timeout. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
Congress is poised to pass a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. 82 million Americans risk losing the news, sports, talk, traffic, and vital emergency information they rely on. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to pass this bill now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School, Sectional 46. This is the third game of the Sectional. Eastern on top, 57-23. A little bit of a sluggish third quarter, but you kind of just see the winds out of the sail for the Crawford Generals. See that, kind of everything they do is just to no avail to this point. Eastern hanging on to a 34-point lead. And again, in high school, once you get to that running clock, you stay there no matter the score. So the last two quarters are going to be fairly quick. And so good thing is you probably get some of your starters a little bit of a rest going into tomorrow night. And that's good. And then kind of work on your half-court stuff for now.
Yeah, and then, of course, don't want to get anyone else injured because we don't know Sydney's status. It looks like she has left the bench. They probably took her to the training room. Hopefully
that's going to be a turnover there on Eastern.
Hopefully she's not.
That's going to be Raggard. Raggard goes all the way to the other end. Offensive rebound there by Nash. Yeah, that's another offensive rebound there.
Sydney just came back out walking. It seems okay. So maybe she just tweaked that ankle a little bit and scared her more than anything. Because I know it was her ankle she's kind of been battling all year. Definitely need to treat that and get it, try to get it the best we can for tomorrow.
That foul is going to be on Ashton Johanningsmeyer. And that's Nash going to go line for two. Hits her first. And just a little lazy there on defense, but you got to go get a block out.
Well, it's a good experience for Ashton.
There's another offensive rebound there for Nash.
Something she can learn from.
To back up off the pole. She was the shooter, and neither person on the lane decided they were going to get the shooter. She was able to step right in on a long rebound and take it.
Yeah, we got 3 sophomores and 2 freshmen out here right now. It's a good experience for them.
Gets the ball inside to Robbins. Robbins finds Connor on the baseline. Connor goes up. A lot of contact, and they are going to get a foul. Connor's going to go line for two. Again, it's interesting. You see these glimpses of, this is the future a couple years from now of Lady Musketeer basketball. Obviously, we got one senior this year with Bracey Jackson. We've got a whole host of juniors, that have just done a fantastic job this year. So, they're going to lead the way next year, and then, the year after, this is it. This is your team. And I really like what the future holds for the Musketeers.
Yeah, there's a lot of length and athleticism, kids that have some skill already and a feel for the game, and there's definitely potential there.
Connor's second free throw is good. 30 seconds to play.
But my word, I don't like using that word potential because it means.
I understand.
It means it just you could do something.
Right.
You don't want to rest on it.
Yeah.
And but it's probably we got some upside. We got a high ceiling of some of these kids.
They're going to get
for the next 3 years, 3-4 years.
Clarksville gets the ball into Shirley. She makes tough moves, a lot of contact. They're going to get a foul there on 22. I guess so. That's about Hunter. I thought it was on Bronner. They're going to call that on Hunter. And that is going to be the end of the quarter. Remember, running clock, it goes pretty quickly. Lady Musketeers on top, 58-24. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance.
When the forecast calls for cheese ball sight tail insurance.
Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, today at 812-620-8923.
And we're back. Crawford County High School. Lady Musketeers on top, 58-24 over with Clarksville Lady Generals. This fourth quarter, again, I think we just kind of settle in. Just settle in and just play,
Yeah.
There's no reason to play with any kind of tightness. There's no reason to kind of be with any kind of nerves. Just kind of settle in, run your half-court sets, make strong passes, take good shots. I know these underclassmen, really haven't played together.
No, it's good.
This is an interesting.
It's a good thing for them, and just.
And maybe I'm speaking just, I guess, Ashton and Bronner's been in and out, and Ashton hasn't played with this group much at all. So, excited for this group to kind of play and see kind of what they hold.
Yeah.
One thing I would say with this group is a little bit of balance. You've got two really solid guards. You got a nice forward. I think you got some post presence with both these girls, and then you got Allie coming off the bench. Just good balance of positions. Hopefully can complement each other well. Not to speak to the future too much, but
No, looking at that lineup there, that lineup has a lot of potential to develop, and
Eastern going to get Hunter for an open three. It's going to be Ashton Johannesmeyer with an offensive rebound, gets it out to Robbins. Robbins going to fire for three, and good.
There's definitely a high ceiling there with those kids, and they just need to continue to work and develop.
61-24. It's going to be White there at the free throw line.
Yeah.
Able to put that in. I got to put a little pressure on her.
We just sit back and watched her.
Yeah.
And it didn't even get a hand up.
I don't know if it surprised her that she was going to shoot, or it was kind of, she just turned and put it in like she's done it all day. Robbins for three, no good. Good block out there for Parksville by Carissi. It's going to be Raggard going the other way. Eastern in that 2-3 zone. Gets the ball there to White, there at the elbow. Gets it into Nash.
Good D there.
White for about a 17-footer, no good.
Emma did better.
That's going to be
testing that.
It's going to be Shirley on the offensive rebound. She's going to get to the rim.
So that
line for two.
That's that thing that I'm talking about. The ball came off on the weak side, and we had two people over there. And somehow, Clarksville comes up with that ball. Those are things that we've got to do a better job at. You got to anticipate the miss and check somebody out and be ready to go get that ball before the other team does. These are things we can get better at.
And both Hunter and Ashton are giving up some size to Shirley, but there's two of you.
Yeah, there's two of you.
And neither one of you goes take her. She comes right down the swing and able to get the easy rebound. She's going to go to the line.
He kind of stood. Coach I used to coach with he called it take and ticket.
Yep.
And it was basically like the ticket taker could do that, stand there and watch this person get a rebound. You got to do something. And in that situation, we had people over there, but you got to go check somebody out.
That rebound comes off.
They get it.
Allie Johannesburg is going to check into the game, give Hunter a break.
Yeah,
Clarksville's getting a little bit chippy there.
Yeah, they are.
And that's one of those. The officials are going to kind of let them play a little bit, but they're frustrated. These girls. This is the end of their season. So you want to commend them for playing hard, but you want to make sure that nothing silly happens.
I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, this clock stopped there for a second. I wasn't sure why. But yeah, they're playing hard, but nobody likes getting beat, especially getting beat bad. And
turnover there for the Musketeers, trying to force the ball into Emma.
And it should be frustrating.
That's going to be White. A lot of contact, gets her own rebound.
Yeah, she probably got away with a travel. should have hop stop there. You can figure that part of the game out.
That's out there on 32 M. Bronner. Again, just another offensive rebound.
Yeah.
You know, this is one we got to make sure we're taking care of.
Because it's something we can do. It's not like we're, you know, a bunch of 5-foot kids out there that are just going to get annihilated by size. I mean, there's some girls that might be physically a little bigger than our girls, but we're longer and more athletic.
Right.
Really, all rebounding is just, you know, just effort, anticipation, and reading the rebound and wanting to go get the ball. And
White's second free throw is good.
we can do a little better at that.
Eastern up 61-27. Gets the ball inside to Bronner. Over to Robbins. Robbins got another turnover there.
A little overpassing. You know, Emma probably should have went and scored that.
Another offensive rebound there from Clarksville.
Interesting.
That was Raggers going the other way. First one got deflected. She gets her own rebound. That's going to be on 24, Ashton Johanningsmeyer.
And Emma, we ran that little sideline break. Ran it pretty quick, which is what you want to do. Got the ball into Emma. You know, the girl was walled up on her, but I think if she would have pivoted, you know, she might have been able to get free and scored over her because she's got a little size advantage. But she just never pivoted. She just immediately started looking to pass it, and then we overpassed it and turned it over.
Raggers' first free throw is good. And her second one as well. This is also one that's like, you know, just let that clock run. So no reason for silly fouls.
Yes.
Allie gets it out to Ashton Johanningsmeyer in the corner there to Robbins.
Yeah, let's move the basketball. Let's get a good
Robbins going to fire for three. No good. Rebound.
Tough angle. Too low and just too flat of an angle to score, which is something that we've talked about a lot. You know, just not having the proper angle to score the ball at the square sometimes.
That foul's going to be on Allie Johanningsmeyer. It's a common foul. He got a trap kind of down the end. Just, again, tell the girls just relax, you know. Clarksville has several. It's going to be Barissia and Lewis comes back into the game. It's going to be 33. I didn't see her. It's going to be Lumpton. That's going to be the senior. And then 32, Horvath, their other senior. So both these girls getting a chance to play here at the end of the game. Neither one, I think one of them had, I guess she got the big knee brace. I think she had knee issues. Another offensive rebound there for Clarksville. Rebound out to Ashton Johanningsmeyer. She's going to look up. They're going to try to find Bronner.
Don't need that. No,
that's a steal there by Barissi. Not Barissi, by Lewis.
Kind of triple coverage there. It's
like Eastern in the man-to-man. Clarksville fires. Rebound there by Bronner.
Emma, if she could figure out leverage, because she's kind of standing straight up, and I know she got the foul there, got knocked down, but she was fortunate to come up with that and not get knocked down before the ball actually got to her. That she's standing straight up, she could get wide. She'll have a good wide base and be tough to move. But sometimes, and this happens a lot with with younger kids, they just kind of get caught standing straight up, playing straight-legged, and then you're easily moved when you're like that.
Clarksville on a 1-2-2 now. 3 minutes to play. Eastern gets the ball into Bronner, over to Ashton Johanningsmeyer. Ball around, gets it to Allie Johanningsmeyer. She kicks it across court to Ashton. Trainer had a look. Robbins going to drive baseline. Tries to get it over there to Allie Johanningsmeyer.
Well, again, probably just go on in and score that. I think she was trying to, get Allie a bucket there, but it was such a long pass.
And she's got to catch that so far under the basket.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tough finish.
Yeah, she didn't have an angle. She was probably not going to be able to score that.
Robbins throws it off Clarksville. Wow.
Yeah, that was a smart play. I mean, I've always
get her for a double dribble.
Yeah, it was a smart play. The girl had her back to her. She didn't have anywhere to inbound it. She threw it off her backside. I learned that play when I was an 8th grader by Coach Brad Bastion. Taught us that, and that's a smart play, and actually got that a couple times in college on people. And but you got to be able to come up with it and then be strong enough to pivot. And Bailey got caught and hung up in there, and then they called her for that double.
Barissi on the drive. They're going to get Allie Johanningsmeyer for her second foul. And it's going to put them at the line. Barissi going to shoot 2. Again, that's one of those. She's got to play defense with her feet, not with her hips. You try to body them through a play. It's just not going to work. Ivy Dixon and Addie Terrell going to check in for the Musketeers.
Yeah, got some good minutes out of Bailey Trainer. You know, had a real strong finish earlier. Her shot looked good. Played scrappy. And, you know, again, for us to be successful tomorrow, it's going to take everybody and everybody be on the same page and everybody giving their absolute best. And
Robbins finds Terrell on the wing. Back out to Robbins. Finds Allison Hanks right to the basket, and now he's going to put two in.
So there, Bailey didn't get in a hurry. She faced up and evaluated, and then there was Allie wide open under the basket, found it and got a bucket. So that was a little more poise from Bailey, which is what you want to see. Ooh.
Oh, wow. They're going to get a foul there on Ashton. I don't know what else we could have done there.
She was pretty much of fingers at the ceiling, but also players in tears here on that after getting the foul calls. I don't know the story on that. You know, she's very emotional at this moment. 13, sophomore.
Lumpkin's just 33.
Oh, 33. Oh, she's a senior. So maybe just being in the game, not getting to play much. Looks like she's coming off an injury.
Right.
Maybe just that moment and like having a chance to go make a free throw. You know, it's kind of special, and glad to see her make that there. That's a big deal. Everybody's really excited, and she's in tears.
I promise I will probably keep my daughter. She fouls out in this game. There's going to be a turnover there by Eddie Terrell, just dropping the ball out of bounds.
I don't know the backstory there on 33 Lumpkins, but being a senior, looking like she's coming off an injury, this obviously means a lot to her. I'm really happy she was able to make it.
Yep. Lewis on the drive, tries to get the ball in. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Eastern. Just inside of a minute to play. Eastern on top, 63-32. And that clock is running. It's just so quick how fast these things go when they're running. You know?
Yeah. I know it changed things a little bit, but I do think that it probably, for games like this,
they are going to get a foul there on Ivy Dixon.
Thing to keep moving and probably prevents things from happening.
And that's going to be their other senior forward.
Yeah, she was excited to catch that ball and get fouled too. So, I hope she makes it. There she goes.
She makes that first one.
Everybody's excited on the Clarksville side, and it's good to see that. That's good to see that type of stuff.
Yeah. And it's good to see her teammates excited for her.
Coach is excited. She got one though, and that was good.
Dixon gets the rebound. Ashton looks up, gets it to Bailey, finds Addie Carroll, pull it back out.
Yeah, no need to shoot here. Of course, Clarksville may not give up on it.
She's got a busted face.
Yeah, we got a busted nose there. That's one of those plays where got knocked away, and then Clarksville, Ashton kind of got her face drove into the floor. The Clarksville girl is going hard after the ball. She's going hard after the ball, and probably one of those where
this is one of those 16-second play
we're
going to have a stoppage in play.
You kind of hope maybe Clarksville would just let them run the clock out, but
she's got blood everywhere.
Lewis was that's been Lewis the whole game though. She plays. I mean, that girl's she's great. They were right on top of it. I've been in games before where this has happened, and nobody knows what to do, and there's not a trainer, and you got to find a custodian, and they're nowhere to be found. And
we had a game like that, middle school game earlier this year, and we don't always have a night custodian, and the girl, and we were kind of at a what in the world do we do? And there's blood everywhere, and
middle trainer there.
Yeah, you don't have all the access to.
But I've been in like high school varsity boys games, and it's like you're looking around, you're like, what are we doing? And it's like 15 minutes later, 10 minutes later, it takes a while to get stuff cleaned up, and it just delays the game. And here we are, 16 minutes away from the game being over, but we got a delay here, but they're all over it. They're doing it as quickly as they can.
Right. Meanwhile, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back, hopefully, with the end of this game. This is Lady Musketeer basketball here on WSLM.
Mama Rosa's brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $12.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizza, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their favorite potato salad, slaw, and desserts. Then come back on Friday nights for the home-style buffet from 4:30 to 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays for $15. Children's buffet is only $7 each. It's where you'll find a variety of good home-cooked foods at Mama Rosa's. Mama Rosa's.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School. I still don't know if I know the exact results of that play. It ended up being a foul, or did they end up scoring right there?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Somehow we ended up with the ball back. I was busy watching Ashton because I could tell she was in. I know you were.
Yeah.
And I did not see the end result. But the big thing is hopefully Ashton's okay. Hopefully Sydney's all right. We walk out of here with this win, and we'll play for a sectional championship tomorrow night.
And that will be the end of the ball game. Eastern on top, 63-33. Again, really just had some nice moments tonight. We start to see some of those glimpses and flashes of what we're capable of. That second quarter, just everything clicking on all cylinders. Exactly kind of what you think and expect. Obviously, tomorrow night's going to be a different outcome, a different team and different opponents. But I think you can kind of use that to catapult us into this next game.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've played well and had good balance. Everybody, getting baskets, touching the ball. Everybody. This is probably the most connected I've seen us. Obviously, we talked about that. I mean, I think the most connected we've been all year over the past, really since the second quarter of the Silver Creek game. The first quarter we were a little rough there. I don't think we believed we could win or compete, and then over the course of that game, we became more connected. I think we got a good positive vibe going right now with the girls, and positivity. I think trumps a lot of things, and right now we got a good little thing going, and hopefully we can carry that in tomorrow and play our absolute best basketball game of the season tomorrow when it matters the most.
Meanwhile, stats for the game. First of all, for the Generals, Christie ended up with 7, Lewis with 5, Watts with 2, Nash with 3, Raggard with 5, Shirley with 2, White with 7, Horvath that free throw at the end of the game, and Lumpkins with that free throw at the end of the game. Again, really able to keep Lewis, their leading scorer, at bay most of the night. She had a couple really nice finishes, but really not able to get anything going. Christie had a couple shots there, but really nobody able to get anything going against this pressure. But you have to say, Coach Carmichael's got to be happy about what the future holds. He's got a lot of young talent, a lot of young, again, as you said, some athleticism that maybe they haven't had in years past. And so I think that they're going to be more and more competitive over the next few years. So I'm sure there's a lot of excitement in their program.
Definitely. She's doing it the way you got to do it. I mean, she came in and the thing was pretty much at rock bottom, I'd say. I mean, based on what I recall, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot there. And I remember going with Carter to play in some Hoosier Hills leagues and things like that. And she had these girls here that are now freshmen and sophomores. She had them playing together in that when they were in middle school. And as a head coach, she was also coaching her varsity team, but she was coaching those girls and developing them because she probably saw something in them. And
right.
There's something there to work with for her, and she's done a good job with them, and they're very much improved from what they were last year at this time.
Meanwhile, for the Musketeers, Bailey Trainer with 2, Burton with 13, Addie Smith with 12, Katie Horner leading with 16, Avery Smith with just 2 tonight, Bailey Robbins with 11, Bronner with 2, Bracy Jackson with 3, and Allie Johannesmeyer got 2 there at the end. I've got us down for like 17 steals on the tonight. Really versus the 4 steals. Addie had 5 steals really in 3 quarters. Avery had 3 steals. Really just able to get it done defensively. And again, especially in that second quarter, able to turn that into direct offense right away, and really maybe putting up one of our biggest quarters of the year. Only scoring 5 points there in that last quarter, but obviously it's a running clock. It's kind of a weird. Everything's kind of a strange situation. So technically, we actually lost that last quarter, but definitely the positives far outweigh anything you could say with the last quarter.
Yeah, definitely. That's great balance. They really clogged the lane up and took the dribble drive away from Addie and Avery, and were able to get in there and draw the defender and kick it out. Katie had some really good looks. Bailey had some looks off that. Was able to knock them down, and then of course we were able to get some stuff off our pressure. When you get to a point where a team takes one thing away and you can make them pay in another way, that's when you're starting to turn a corner and be very difficult to defend. And so, we're getting there. And like I said, I feel like we've talked about our best is yet to come, and hopefully tomorrow we play our most complete basketball game of the season, and it's going to take a tremendous effort with whichever team we play to get there.
Meanwhile, so some scores, some updates that have come in. Christian Academy was victorious over New Washington in that first game at the Ford Sectional. Some other scores, Oldsbury Academy won against Milan at the Hauser Sectional, probably outside of our viewing area. The game I was probably most interested in was that the Austin Brownstown game tonight. That's going to be the second game tonight up in that sectional.
Whoever wins that is probably going to win that section.
Well, Southwestern having one of their best years in many years. South Ripley, all 4. South Ripley's had 3 or 4 really solid years in the past. Down just a little bit this year, so kind of a wide open sectional. But that second game tonight is going to be one to look out for. The games that have come in, Ford was victorious over North Harrison up at that Scottsburg sectional. Silver Creek will be playing in that second game against the host, the Warriorettes from Scottsburg. I imagine Silver Creek's going to be able to take care of business. I look forward to seeing the outcome of that Silver Creek game. It's just two of maybe the better teams that we saw this year outside of that Franklin Central team. Just 2 very solid basketball teams.
Great backcourt. They both have 6-foot-plus girls that are highly skilled and well coached. Brad Burden, a good friend of mine, is on Scott Shane's staff, and it was a 1-point game. And Silver Creek won by 1 at quarter. And he said it's probably the best basketball game he's ever been a part of. He just said it was an amazing game. Everybody making tough shots and just really amazing basketball. So that will probably be a highlight game for somebody. For the basketball enthusiasts, a lot of them will go to that game probably.
Well, that's going to be it for us tonight. We will be back in action tomorrow night about 7:15 for the championship. We will play the winner of this Providence-Lanesville game. We're getting excited to play for another sectional championship. Our volleyball team got a sectional championship this year. We got high hopes for this team. Got high hopes for our softball team. I was just talking to Mark the other day. I was like, have we ever had a scenario where we've won 3 girls sectional championships in a year here at Eastern High School? I don't know if that's happened, but we got pretty cool. We got a step 2 tomorrow. Could be big for us. We'll see kind of how it goes on. So we will be right back in action tomorrow night. This has been Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLN.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how